Hello and welcome to Heather's New Vegas. I'm Heather Ashley.
And I'm Heather Nichole. Happy to be here. Hi, Heather.
Hi, good to see you.
Good to
How's
see
everything?
you too. Good. Busy week.
Yeah,
Yep. Actually,
it,
the fall in Vegas is busy, right?
it is. And this month it's a long month. So, and a lot to do.
A lot. You mean it's got 32 days?
There's a lot going on. I realized I still have my glasses on. I'll take them off. Yeah, busy month and lots to do. Our weather's been so nice and it's literally going to flip the switch in 2 days.
It's gonna go down to 60s, right? This is like one of the few times where you can eat outside in Vegas. There's like 2 days.
Yeah, and we had those recommendations in our last episode, and we're not joking. Jump on that because you do have a very short window to enjoy this really great weather. And I mean, 60s aren't so bad either in the middle of the day, early afternoon, because the sun is so warm. But yeah, this is just like perfect time of year for us.
Yeah.
So, well, we have a really fun show. We have pop culture news. We've got some fun little games. We're going to talk about some really fun, some hot topics. There's some new stuff. And, what a guy would think. I'm liking that game. So we're going to play that one again. And I want to throw in a little Halloween topic kind of toward the end. And yeah, so let's do this. You ready?
I'm ready. Born ready.
All right.
Let's do it.
Awesome. Great. And hey, don't forget, guys, follow us. We're on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And catch us on YouTube. That's one where you can actually see us within this recording. So please check that out and leave us a comment if you want us to go visit a location in Vegas, an event, a restaurant, a venue. Let us know. We love the suggestions. We did get one a little while back. I've been meaning to bring this up to you, Heather. And it was requested that we find that's probably why I did not bring it up. We were requested to find a place that was a low cost place to eat.
Ooh.
And that's not really our genre, our forte.
Yes.
So, hey,
I
don't want to discourage anyone from reaching out to us with your request. But I think if you've gotten to know us over these last few episodes, we're kind of high price gals.
We love a theme. I love an overpriced drink. I can't say no to an overpriced drink. Charge me $25 for that drink.
If you want us to find the highest priced drink in town, we're your girls. We got you covered.
So we are saying Vegas has gotten more expensive. That's a fact.
True.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So please reach out to us, and we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's roll into it. Okay. I'm just going to mention this quickly because I have a bit of a fascination with the Menendez brothers. But the latest is that the LA County DA has requested that the judge do a resentencing for them. And there's no guarantee, but that is a big deal, and it's a huge step in the direction that they could possibly get resentenced. It's not a retrial, and that they could just get paroled right away and then be out of jail. Which, I mean, wow, it would be a really amazing thing. They've been in there for 35 years. And, even I was watching, I was just reminded too of like Gypsy Rose. She didn't actually commit the murder herself.
Yeah.
It was the ex-boyfriend.
Oh, well, I thought she did, but maybe it was her ex-boyfriend.
Okay. I thought he did. He's still in prison, but, I mean, she was behind it, completely along with him. And, that woman, I think she only served like 8 years, but not apples and apples, but, at any rate, it'd be interesting to see what happens here. I think it's going to
I
happen
did.
in November. Sorry, let me just say this, that it'll be the end of November when there's some kind of a decision made. So
I
stay tuned.
didn't see. I saw that the court had the people in the California courts, like some of the office thinks that the abuse didn't happen, but I was trying to see what their options are for what the outcomes, and we didn't come across that yet. Like, can they be just paroled? Or can they be sentence years change? I didn't see those options, but I did see it was because of the evidence. So we'll see.
Yes, and one of the options is that they would be resentenced, but with the possibility of parole, because right now they don't have a possibility of parole.
Right.
And then once that goes in front of the parole board, they can say, hey, you've served your time, this amount of time already, given all of this evidence, et cetera, blah, blah, and just let them out from there. So, okay. So stay tuned. Okay. You want to roll into some housewives?
Always. I always want to talk housewives. Let's talk about New York. One of my favorites. So my first hot take on this very last episode was I feel like, and I'm a Brynn fan. We didn't get to see her, but we missed her iconic shoes stuck in the escalator moment by minutes. But I actually can see both sides of what she's saying. And I think that's so unique about that cast is majority of those girls on that show are so polarizing. Like, you like some things about them and you don't like some things about them. But I could understand why she was upset. And I could understand Uba saying that, don't be mean. And Brynn saying, say your opinion. I could see both sides of it. And then I've been on those trips before. I've been on that trip once. Want to leave the trip.
So summarize the fight between them. Because even I'm kind of fuzzy on what happened there.
I actually had to watch one of the episodes twice. Uba said that Brynn is mean. And Brynn said that Uba doesn't say how she feels. And Uba kept saying, I'm not comfortable expressing myself. So then there were cuss words that went back and forth, and they kind of took sides. They do give good fashion. It's not nothing we would wear. Maybe it's an East Coast thing. But on the other hand, I love everything Bethany wears all the time.
Yeah.
So
this argument that comes up not only in the New York franchise, but I see it across all of the Housewives franchises of you don't say how you feel. You're not open.
Yeah.
This is in real life. This is not an argument women get into.
Correct.
I find it the most ridiculous. I mean, can't these producers find another catty fight for these girls to get into? I mean, like, oh, you stole my shoes, or you took followed my look, or I mean something else that's a legitimate argument. It's like fighting over air. It's not.
They're getting
so
paid,
garbage.
and they want everyone to live to the same standards, right? I can see it, but it's a TV show thing.
Yeah,
I would never tell someone in real life, you're not saying to me how you feel. I'd be like, you don't want to eat there, we're gonna eat somewhere else then.
I think it might be code for, because a lot of times, they talk in code where when we were in New York, which is code for a BravoCon a few years ago or Watch What Happens Live.
Yeah.
A lot of times they don't say that. They'll refer to it as when we were in New York. And maybe this is code for you don't get down and dirty and start fighting and start getting nasty and being nasty.
Yes. Here's what I've been saying for years, and I think I told you this at one point, like a year ago. It would make so much more sense if they recorded what was on social media, so that we understood what happened in between filming, what's going on in real time, why they're so mad at each other, and Bravo would have to do would be to screen grab and put some music to it, right? I saw last night. Andy was with Lisa Barlow in London with Craig in Austin, and like a handful of other he must have selected his favorite 10, and they were all partying together last night with Andy. I was like,
Nice.
where was our invite, Andy?
Yeah, we're the Heathers. It's like a 2-for-1 right here.
Craig remembers us. Come on,
He would totally remember us. We just gotta put our Heather sweatshirt back,
right?
start running. Oh my
Hottest
gosh.
man ever, you guys. Hottest man in real life ever. He's a 10.
Yeah, good looking man.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else on New York?
No. It gave me what I needed, but it's also not super, super exciting.
Yeah. All right. What about Salt Lake?
Okay, so Salt Lake. I think you said this like a couple episodes ago. They're housewiving, right? It's almost like they wait to bring stuff up on camera, and like, what is truly being messy? Like in real life, you wouldn't hold something you were upset about and then talk about it 6 months later, right? Make sure the cameras were recording. So Whitney kind of doing that to Lisa, like with the quasi proof of her saying her jewelry was a knockoff or a cheaper brand. It's a camera tactic, straight up. And then I was like, Bronwyn, look at you repeating that, what's her name? Angie said that Lisa's not a good mom with the video games. I was like, this is camera tactics. They're housewiving at their best. And they looked phenomenal at that mob party. But we would blow that out. I think she's selling her house though, Angie. That beautiful, gorgeous house. But why would you want to live there with all those windows?
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's a lot of windows.
And when it's dark, you can't see outside at all. It just, somebody could be right outside the front. You would never know.
Did you catch Bronwyn on Watch What Happens Live?
Yes. I liked her look.
Yeah, the earrings. Oh my goodness.
She might be one of the best new housewives. It was like she just took off running.
Yeah,
she
I agree.
speaks with confidence. She doesn't change her opinion. She's also polarizing. I think she's kooky. She looks glamorous all the time.
And she's got a great story. She has things going on. So yeah.
Yep.
I would completely agree. She's like definitely the gold star new housewife of the show.
The new one's growing on me with her boyfriend that showed up at the party, like, and she's come a long way. Crack up. Mary was like, she goes, they're the same guy, right? Mary's so funny.
She's come a long way in 4 episodes. I thought, oh man, and she's not even with Brittany, right? That's who you're referring to?
Yeah.
The one that's dating the Osmond.
Look, I have never met somebody as hot as that guy that came into the party on Bumble in real life. She must have some thirst traps on her Bumble picture. Woo!
That's an interesting relationship, and I was dying to finally see what he looked like. And they built him up over these first couple episodes of showing just dialogue and text and some pictures of him. And I mean, he clearly has played this poor woman like a
He's
fiddle.
Good looking.
Yeah, you can see he's got the
toxic.
The Osmond charm. He's very charismatic.
Right?
Yeah.
And you guys, Donny Osmond, we had a blast. We went last year, we had a blast.
I was going to say, yeah, I mean, you can kind of see the family resemblance there. That they have so much charisma in that gene pool. And he likes being in front of that camera, obviously. He shows up uninvited to crash the party, crash her date. Oh my gosh, so funny. Yeah, no, I'm enjoying Salt Lake. Has been definitely a good one, good season so far. Should be good.
I agree. Yep.
Oh. Okay, I wanted to talk about this because it's just something that's like hit a smack between the eyes lately. It's sports season. You've got football going on. You've got basketball, hockey, the tail end of baseball. Did I say football? Maybe I said it twice. Either way, a lot of freaking sports, right?
Yeah.
And we do our fair share of attending sporting events. And there is just this phenomena going on that we like to call shoe shame. And depending on where you are in the country or in the world, there's, trends, there's kind of general fashion culture that play into this. Being in Las Vegas, where it is hot many months, people tend to have, wearing flip-flops and open-toed shoes, sandals, etc., is very commonplace, even in the workplace, right? So at these sporting events, as women, we've got a variety of shoes that we can wear. And, Heather and I are of the, we don't have many flats in our closet. I mean, that's just the way it is. We need a heel. I mean, I wear a little heel around even as like a house shoe. So naturally we want to wear a little heel to sporting events. You get to look cute, dress up. You can wear sequins now. It's fantastic, right? But I'm seeing, I was at the Raiders game a couple weeks ago, and I had on a wedge, which I'm very comfortable in. I can walk miles in these shoes. I was the only woman that I found amongst thousands that was not in a flat, athletic-y type of shoe. And I did notice, I mean, I was kind of getting some looks. I was getting the shoe shame look.
I mean, I think it's also happening in the club. In the club. In the club, they're also wearing flats. I don't get it, but it has now become one of those things where someone will walk up to you and be like, "Don't your feet hurt?" I'm like, I don't remember asking you for your opinion, total stranger.
Exactly. Yeah. No, they don't. I mean, I made a conscious decision to wear these shoes, knowing that I'd be doing some walking. And, I mean, I'm not 14 years old. I have a little experience at this. And, and what's ironic is that I have actually injured myself, whether it's like I've tripped or something, or in a flat, because I'm so not used to wearing them.
Yes. Same.
All right. So
same girl.
This brings me to my next my segue into what a guy would think. Because I feel like we got to deep dive this.
Let's do it.
This topic, right? All right. So let me set this up for you. You're going to play the guy. I'm going to show you. I'm going to do a little shoe show and tell. And I've got a couple pairs of shoes options that are from my personal wardrobe. And I would want you to tell me what a guy would think if you were with me at a sporting event and I was wearing each of these shoes. Okay.
Go for it.
All right. First up, and you see that it's all over, the shiny boot. It's got a little heel.
Those.
It's not too dramatic.
Are those the ones I wear to BravoCon?
Yes.
Okay. So what would a guy think? Guys would hate those. That's girl hot.
This is the girl hot. Now, what if I'm in some Daisy Duke and a crop top
like I have on right now? They would like that. That would be dude hot.
Full ensemble. Okay.
Dude hot.
Next up, the sensible wedge.
That dudes would not like that. Dudes hate wedges. Hate. It's a thing.
Why?
I just think they think they look funny.
Huh. Okay. All right. The flat athletic-y.
It does have a little, that one.
Does have a little bling on.
I think they might like that. I think that might be dude hot.
Okay. All right.
Those might actually be dude hot and girl hot.
Okay. All right.
No, if you're going out with me, you're wearing heels. Because then I'll just look 6 feet taller than you. Put on your heels.
one of us go down, we both go down.
Yeah, it's a true story. It's a true story. We had
Oh,
flats on
God.
when that happened. Oh, that's why.
All right. Well, thanks for weighing in on that.
That was fun. I loved it.
Well, you had something fun you wanted to talk about.
In Vegas, yes. So I want to give a shout out to Wiseguys. It's a comedy club here in Las Vegas, and they actually had one downtown for about 2 or 3 years. They just opened one in the last year at Town Square. And I want you guys to know that when we advocate for a Town Square, we give you recommendations. I wanted to clear this up from last time. When we say it's easy to get to, that means that there's parking that's close and you can get in there. So I'll give you an example. Like when you go to the Wynn, anything at the Wynn is easy to get to. You can park close to the front doors. You can get to the restaurants easy. Caesar's Palace is not easy to get around. It's hard to get into the parking garage. Once you get into the parking garage, it's quite a trek to get to the restaurants. So with that, keep that in mind. I went to the comedy show at Town Square at Wiseguys last week. We saw the Sklar Brothers. And I was able to, they must have clicked on the tickets, and it triggered the tracker, and they sent me a code. I got tickets for free. We just had to pay the LED $5 fee. So there were 6 of us that went. We actually got to meet them. Food, drinks are reasonably priced, and you're pretty much right in front of famous comics. So highly recommend it. Couldn't recommend it more. And you know, Town Square is easy to get to the comedy club. It took over the Irish bar, so it's kind of on the other side of Blue Martini.
And were they the headliners, the brothers?
Yes, and they do have an opener from time to time. It's my second time attending. Opener was just okay, but the last time I saw another person from Chelsea Lately, because I think these guys used to be in Chelsea Lately too. She was that they had 2 openers, and he was very funny. So it just depends.
How long's the show?
An hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes maybe max. So we were out of there by 9.
You get a free drink, or drink comes with the ticket price?
So your tickets are either $25 to $35, and there's an LED associated with the tax. So I think it comes to 45 max. And the drinks are like $8 or $9, and the food is priced between 7 or 8 for fries and like 16 for an entree. So that is actually, it's a good deal for something to do that's not super expensive in Vegas.
Yeah, and we've seen Pauly Shore performing there. We haven't seen him ourselves
yet,
go. But we definitely want to check him out at some point.
But I saw the Sklar Brothers, who are twins with twins. So we'll put a picture in here. So it was, and they were really enamored to meet another set of identical twins.
It's always fun. Cool. I know, I need to check that out. I'm excited to, hopefully we get to catch Pauly Shore at some point.
Yeah.
I was listening to a podcast interview with Robert Englund, the oh my gosh, I'm spacing.
Freddie Krueger.
Freddie Krueger, thank you. Freddie Krueger from the Nightmare on Elm Street films. And that Freddie Krueger, the original, is 40 years old this year. And I was like just blown away. And I'm obviously, with being Halloween and, you know, the season, I was it's got me thinking about just, you know, kind of like my favorite scary movies, and how I used to just love to do sleepovers at friends' houses and rent scary movies. And now I can't even watch a preview for a scary movie. I mean, something comes on and I'm change the channel. I don't know. When's the last time you saw a scary movie?
I won't watch them either. I think, you know, Blair Witch and Paranormal Activity changed the game, because it's kind of segued into more believable horror movies. And I think when I saw Paranormal Activity, like, I was sleeping and I swear the door slammed on its own.
Yeah.
So I just won't watch them either. But I definitely think that they were more scary when we were younger. Now they're kind of cheesy.
Yeah, and they rely a lot on, you know, technology has come such a long way. And whereas back in, you know, whatever the 70s, 80s, it was more reliant on kind of like the psychological aspect of it.
Like what you didn't see, what you didn't you couldn't see the monster or whatever all the time.
Yeah, or the actor, just being afraid and there's somebody around, lurking around. Like I think the two scariest for me were actually The Exorcist and The Shining were, and those are just, I can't even see a small scene from those movies. It just, I can't even handle it. But I even remember one time, at a girlfriend's sleepover, we rented a whole bunch of scary movies, and one of them was called Microwave Massacre. And this guy just chopped people up and then, cooked them in the microwave.
But some of those are called classic. I know when I was way too young to be watching it, I saw Reanimator, and it's now a cult classic, but it was very sexualized. And so there's a scene in there, and I was like, why is he doing that to her? There's no way that feels good. And then watch the movie, you'll get it. But it's a cult classic. So
yeah. And he brought up the interesting topic that I guess in the Elm Street series, the last one that they did, it was brought up this idea of they've had so much success on Hollywoodizing or glamorizing serial killers, you kind of don't think of it in those terms. It's more of the thrill and excitement of being scared, and it's just an interesting take, and I had never thought of it before. I mean, what do you think about that?
I think so. I think if anything glamorizes serial killers, it's Dateline. Okay?
Oh.
Because Dateline is more watched than a single horror movie, right? Because horror movies almost go right from the theater to your rental the very next week now.
Yeah. And it did occur to me that watching these movies, and they do instill kind of a healthy fear in you to, if you're walking your car at night, be aware. If, you have a weird neighbor with some weird habits and a scary van with blacked out windows or no windows at all, be aware. I remember.
I think that's what Dateline does.
Yeah.
It's all Dateline.
So
stranger danger.
Healthy amount of danger and is good. So
yep.
So enjoy your scary movies, folks.
Let us know what you watch below.
Yeah, let us know what you all like out there. We would like to hear it. Cool. Well, that does it for us this time.
Thanks for enjoying our show today. It's always fun to be here with you, Heather.
You too. Hey, and I forgot to mention, I am wearing Heather's Do Vegas logo paint. So shout out. And eventually, I'd like to sell a little merch. I think the people are going to want to proudly display the Heather's Do Vegas logo.
I think so too. Heather's are popular.
More to follow on that.
Yep.
All right. Well, until next time, friends, don't do anything we wouldn't do.
Don't do it.
Bye.
Bye.